Hi everyone, I'm Claire Batkin. In this video, I'll give you a super quick run through of my latest resource, which is a workbook designed to help OTs find the right OT job for them. So this is what the front cover looks like. There's a little introduction, and then step 1 is all about reflections on your past OT experiences. So what was it about your previous OT jobs or placements that you really loved? What things did you really hate? What things excited you and what things scared you? Think about those before you start thinking about what your ideal job might be. Once you've filled that in, you can go down to step 2, which is your work preferences. So all the nitty gritty of where you want to work, whether you want full-time or part-time, is it a mobile setting or in a little clinic that you're after? Do you want the face-to-face clinical work or something different? Look at things like work hours, caseload variety, what you're looking for from your supervisor and the supervision structure of your workplace, the complexity of your caseload, what CPD opportunities work for you, things about team structure and communication and culture, the really important KPIs, career progression opportunities, and then also some salary expectations as well. Step 3 is searching for the right job. So there's lots of different jobs advertised everywhere. So this is just to help keep track of what you're applying for or what's grabbing your attention. So there's advertised roles in Seek, LinkedIn, the public health recruitment channels, and even using recruiters. You can actually take a direct approach where even if they're not advertising, you might like to reach out to particular companies, so you can record those details here, or if you heard of any companies via word of mouth. And then step 4 is applications and making your choice. So the main thing is to make sure that you're applying early, because particularly in the private sector, they don't necessarily wait until that cut-off period. So you can record the details of anywhere that you've applied. This section is one of the important ones. So at the moment, it's an employees market. So you actually get to interview your potential future employer. So don't be afraid to ask some questions. And this just gives you some examples of the types of questions you might like to ask to make sure that you're going to end up in the right job for you. Part of this as well is just making sure that it's not just talking the talk, that they're actually walking the walk. So how can you see if what they're saying that they can offer is actually what will be a reality when you're working for them? So again, some suggestions there. And then this section gives you space to write down any thoughts that you might have after chatting to another person. Could be a family member or another OT about the jobs that you're considering. And then just again to keep a list of where you've applied and whether you've let the employers know your decision or not. And then step 5 is to enjoy your new role. But before you do get caught up in the whirlwind of orientation, take some time to think about and write down what were you actually hoping for when you started this role. Sort of what were your hopes for 1 year's time, 3 years' time, 5 years, change those to whatever you like. And then make sure you go back and revisit those at different points during your role to see if that's actually what you're getting. And then if things don't go to plan, this just gives you a few suggestions of what you can do. So you can raise your concerns with your team, you can seek some external advice, making sure that you're looking after yourself, and then if all else does fail and you look like you do need to find another workplace, then you can start this workbook again. But before you do that, just take some time to think about maybe what went wrong from this last role and what you want to avoid for any future roles. And for anyone that likes to write lots of notes, a little bit of space there for you. So there you go. I hope there was something useful in there for you. If you'd like to find out a little bit more about what's in the workbook and some of my own tips for choosing the right employer for you, then keep an eye out for the recording that I'll be releasing very soon. Thanks for watching.